Right. It's a little bit early to be doing a YouTube video because shit's happened and I'm in a place. That makes sense, right? Basically, I lost my brother, my biggity brovis, right, this week. And I'm not going to state why, because I don't want to get my YouTube channel taken down, because that's what will happen. But so I've been out of action on Facebook. Like, I've not posted shit on Facebook for a few days, and I have lovely friends who keep me in the loop, right? And I've got a lovely friend called Diane, and she shared this with me, so I thought we'd read it together. I've not read it all the way through. Right? I'm at the point now, mate, where it's like, do you know what? I don't know what to do, right? So I'm like, fuck it, let's just do this. I'm on my own at the minute. I'm not on my own. I've got my beautiful children and my wonderful niece and my best friend and a lovely Fanta, thank you very much. They're all talking to me. I'm not on my own in my grief, but I'm on my own at this particular point in time in the night. And you know, like, when I get on my own, that's when the thoughts get in, and it's like, nah, I can't be having them thoughts in there. Can't be having them thoughts in there, because I would get rage barred. And one day, somebody's fucking coming down. But this is not the day. So let's just go by what this is. Facebook Help Centre, right? COVID-19 policies and policy updates and protections, right? Let's just read through it together. As people around the world confront this unprecedented public health emergency, we want to make sure that our policies help to, but bear in mind, right, okay, no, gotta do the disclaimer, right? Anything that I say that's not in these words is my opinion, right? I am not trying to mislead you. This is not misleading information. It's my personal opinion, right? I'm reading what Facebook says. Anything that I might pip in, do not take it as medical advice, because it's not. It's my personal opinion. And we're allowed that, right? We're allowed that, right? And we live in a free world, don't we? Don't we? As people, so that's my disclaimer. And also, I swear, so I'm really sorry if, like, because I'm gonna swear. I'm gonna swear, and I'm gonna have my opinion. Please don't take my opinion as medical advice, because it isn't, right? But I will, if I see something. I've just lost somebody, mate. I've lost somebody, and it's the second person that I've lost. Okay, as people around the world confront this unprecedented public health emergency, because we all know, we want to make sure that our policies help to protect people from harmful content and new types of abuse related to COVID-19 vaccines, right? I'm saying vaccines on a video. I'm allowed, because I'm reading out what Facebook says. If I said vaccines on a video that were just about me, mate, I'd be done for medical misinformation. Sorry. Back to the thing. Facebook's words, not my words. Facebook. This is on Facebook for you to see. We're working to remove COVID-19 content that contributes to the risk of real-world harm, including through our policies prohibiting coordination of harm, sale of test kits and related goods, hate speech, bullying and harassment, and misinformation that contributes to the risk of imminent violence or physical harm. Some of these policies require additional information and or context to enforce the details of which we've outlined below. So basically, if somebody comes at me and says, because you've not been gibbled, I hope you die of COVID, this is like targeting them, right? I don't think so. Based on input from experts in health communication and related fields, we're also taking additional steps amid the pandemic, shouldn't do that, opinion, to reduce the distribution of content that does not violate our policies but may present misleading or sensationalized information about vaccines in a way that would be likely to discourage vaccinations, as outlined in more details below. Like the people that I've got who pointed out that 4 to 5 footballers have cardiac arrests every year over the last 10 years, and since December 2020 there's been 188. That was 2 days ago. Like, there might be more. Yeah, and that isn't misinformation. It is news. It's in the news. This shit is in the news. I'm not misinforming anybody. I'm just pointing out what's in the news. Like, as the situation evolves, because of course it is, because it couldn't stay the same, because otherwise everybody would have said the fuck. We continue to look at content on the platform, Facebook, assess speech trends, and engage with experts such as the World Health Organization, government health authorities, and stakeholders from across the spectrum of people who use our service, and we will provide additional policy guidance when appropriate to keep the members of our community safe during this crisis. It's a crisis. It's not what they're saying. Under our coordinating harm policy, they have a coordinating harm policy. Does that not sound like they're coordinating harm by that policy? Like, am I just reading that wrong? Am I processing the words coordinating harm policy wrong? Or it's just that the admin is shit? I don't know. We prohibit content that coordinates, depicts, admits to, or promotes the active and deliberate spread of communicable diseases by you or your associates. So basically, if I've got AIDS, I can't go round and fuck everybody. Like, I don't. Promotes the active and deliberate spread of communicable diseases. Like, are they talking about people sneezing in each other's faces and giving each other the flu? I don't understand most of this, the bit that I read. When we have additional information and or context to identify it, we also prohibit content coordinating in-person events or gatherings when participation involves or encourages people who have COVID-19 to join. So, like, literally, I've never heard this. People are saying, and also there's no test for it. You cannot say that you have it. Nobody in this whole thing. That's facts, right? It's not medical misinformation. It's fact. Ask the geezer who, like, literally, lateral flow, rapid antigen test, antigen, any substance that causes an immune response in the body. It's fact, right? Not misinformation, right? But content coordinated in person, like, encourages people who have. So we can't encourage anybody who's got COVID-19 to join, because there's no way of knowing that they have it. because they're in a test for it, right? Personal opinion, it is actually fact checkable, to be fair, but I have to say personal opinion because you can just diss me, you can diss me off. I'm personal opinion. Content coordinating interference with the administration of the COVID-19 vaccine. I agree with that. Right? Like literally, point of sale is not the time to do this. You need to speak to people about and give them information before they get to that point. You can't turn up because you're going to be faced with elderly people, vulnerable people who literally think that this is their lifeline, and you're going to be scaring them. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. You are being a dick if you turn up to a fucking COVID centre. My son works down the road from one, and he's fucking filled up, mate. He is raking it in. They're always queued outside, and there's some of them look so old and frail. I would never go into that. It's literally, not my cervix, not my menses. Literally, if you want to speak to me about this, come to me personally. I'll go to you personally, but public, no, you're not going to do anything. All you're going to do is make us look like dicks, right? So I'm with you on that one. So don't go to a vaccination centre and say, you guys are killing these people, because these people are still queued up and they're still going to have it. But they're going to go home scared. You've done nobody any favours by doing that. We need to be speaking to each other kindly and just sharing information. Sharing information in a kind and friendly way. So I'm with Facebook so far on this whole anti-hate thing. It's nah. Under our regulated goods policy, they have a regulated goods policy, we've taken steps to protect against exploitation of this crisis. No, the crisis is what we're living through now, mate, but let's just forget 2020 ever happened anyway. For financial gain, and prohibit the below content when we have additional information and or context to identify it. Attempts to sell COVID-19 test kits. This policy does not extend to offers or requests for mass donations or non-medical masks. Makes mention of medical products and COVID-19 and indicates a sense of urgency or claims that prevention is guaranteed. It's literally, go to the co-op, go Tesco, Sainsbury's, Asda, Pound Shop, anywhere. They are selling you PPE, technically, masks, all sorts of fancy, with all sorts of fancy designs and paper ones, cloth ones, fucking foam ones and whatever. They're all doing that. What? Literally nobody's... Where's anybody going to get a mask now? I don't get this. No. Under our hate speech policy, I've been done for that a few times apparently, we prohibit the below content when we have additional information. Oh, so they're going for additional information or context to identify it. Now, whenever I get fucking taken down, it's yep, you're wrong, we're right. You said something that the government don't like, so we're taking you down. I put in a request, they're no, sorry, government's right, you're wrong. So they're contradicting themselves. States that people who share a protected characteristic, such as race or religion, have the virus, created the virus, or are spreading the virus. Is this China? This does not apply to claims about people based on national origin, because we want to allow discussion focused on national level responses and effects, e.g. X number of Italians have COVID-19. And then mocks people who share a protected characteristic such as race or religion for having COVID-19. Fully agree with you, Facebook. Abso-fucking-lutely. Literally, whether you have it, well, obviously there's no test that exists on planet Earth that can say that you have it, but opinion, but like literally just we're letting this divide us too much. And if people are saying, oh, you got this because you're fucking Asian or Indian or whatever, like, that's wrong, man. It's absolute crap, right? So I'm with Facebook on that one. Under our bullying and it's bullying and harassment. No, I have been done hate speech as well. Bullying and harassment policy. We prohibit the below content that targets people maliciously when we have additional information. They've never given me the option. It's always been one person said it, you're gone. When we have additional information and or context to identify, I can't believe they're saying that, claims that a private individual has COVID-19 unless that person is self-declared or information about their health status is publicly available. With that, under our community standards, I love them words, don't you get your hand a bit of marks up, we remove misinformation when public health authorities or the 77th Brigade conclude that the information is false and likely to contribute to imminent violence or physical harm. Since COVID-19 was declared a public health emergency of international concern, PAIC, in January 2020, we have applied this policy. Never mind the fact that it was removed from the HCID, high consequence infection diseases, on the 19th of March of 2020, 4 days before we went into lockdown. Right, but science, right? In January, it was opinion. We have applied this policy to content containing claims related to COVID-19 that, according to public health authorities, are A, false, and B, likely to contribute to imminent physical harm. Brackets, examples of imminent physical harm include increasing the likelihood of exposure to or transmission of the virus, or having adverse effects on the public health system's ability to cope with the pandemic. The goal of this policy is to reduce health harm to people. Tell that to my fucking brother, mate. Whilst also allowing people to discuss, debate and share their opinions, personal experiences, science. They want people to share the science. That's all I've been doing for 2 years, mate. And people still say, do your research. It's like, mate, look at my wall. And news related to the COVID-19 pandemic. More specifically, we remove false information about the existence or severity of COVID-19. Acknowledging the existence and understanding the severity of COVID-19 is foundational to keeping people safe and aware of the dangers of this public health emergency. We remove claims that deny the existence of the disease. I don't deny the existence. I know coronavirus exists. It's in shitloads of books, mate. Been around for years. Or undermine the severity of COVID-19. It's fucking severe, mate. Like, to certain individuals, obviously. They tell us this. This is not medical information. This is not my opinion. This is what the government says. Claims that deny the existence of COVID-19 disease or pandemic. Right, okay. Claims that downplay the severity of COVID-19, such as claims that COVID-19 is no more dangerous to people than the common flu or cold, despite the fact that no extra people died in England in 2020. Claims that no one has died from COVID-19. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. Because people have died, right? People have gone into hospital, been put on a ventilator, and died. So, obviously, people have died. Claims that the mortality rate of COVID-19 is the same or lower than seasonal influenza. They're going to fucking take me down for that. How am I ever meant to share factual information when the government statistics, what, are they going to take the government down? Are they literally going to take the government down? Because the government statistics show this. And all I share is people that everybody else is listening to. And I just say, like, you're listening to this person, but you know they said this. And they're like, do your research. It's like, mate, I've 2 years, go through my wall. Have a weekend, mate. Right. Claims, here we go. Claims that having a flu jab or flu vaccine is more likely to kill you than COVID-19. I can't talk on that one. R.I.P. man. R.I.P. bro. That's all I'm going to say. Right? Literally one day the truth will come out. This video isn't it. I'm just reading what Facebook says. That literally, if I say the fucking truth, Facebook will remove my account. YouTube will remove my account if I say my personal experiences, the people that I've lost and shit that fucking happened that I am witnessing on a daily fucking basis. If I tell the truth, I'm done. Who are these people protecting? Shut up, Carrie Ann, shut up. I'm just reading it. Opinions, personal opinions is not medical misinformation. I'm not telling you you're wrong. Believe it. Believe the whole fucking lot if that's what you want to do. I personally, I have my own opinions. You have your own opinions and you are welcome to yours. Surely I'm welcome to mine too. You can't. If I'm giving you the respect of having your opinions and giving Facebook the respect of calling me fucking hate speech bully bitch because I'm hurting, because I've lost people, like literally, why can't I have my say? And I can't. And literally, this whole fucking no, you're not allowed to say only came in when we started questioning. Shh. Opinions, YouTube. You respect me, I'll respect you, mate. I'll do my best to fit in to the pigeonhole. Oh, this is a good one. Claims about the cause of COVID-19 that are linked to 5G communication technologies, such as claims that COVID-19 social distancing orders are really just a way to install 5G wireless communication technology infrastructure. That's bullshit. Claims that the symptoms of COVID-19 are actually effective 5G communication technologies. Why are they even mentioning 5G? E.g., no one has died from COVID-19. Social distancing orders are really just a way to install 5G infrastructure. COVID-19 is not real. Like, literally, I've got fuck tons of mates on Facebook, and none of them speak that stupid. No one has died from COVID-19. Social distancing orders are really just a way to install 5G infrastructure. COVID-19 is not real. That's their sum up. Like, no. Don't make us out to be stupid, mate. We're the ones doing the research. Trust. COVID-19, so next bullet point. COVID-19, transmission and immunity. Understanding how COVID-19 is transmitted, which nobody knows because we're still in trial phases, and who can be infected is a critical component of protecting people from getting or spreading the virus. Public health authorities state that COVID-19 can be transmitted in any location and primarily from person to person through small droplets from the nose or mouth, which are expelled when a person with COVID-19 coughs, sneezes or speaks. Public health authorities also agree that all people, regardless of age or other unique characteristics like exemption, can be infected with and spread COVID-19. We remove false claims about how and where COVID-19 can be transmitted and who can be infected. This includes claims that any group is immune or cannot die from COVID-19, or that a specific activity or treatment results in immunity. With ya? Claims that COVID-19 cannot be transmitted through the air in certain climates where the conditions are located. With ya? Claims that COVID-19 can be transmitted from anything other than human to human transmission, such as claims that COVID-19 is the cause of or transmitted by, why do they keep saying 5G? By 5G technologies. Claims that COVID-19 is transmitted by the flu jab or flu vaccine, or that having the flu vaccine or jab makes people more susceptible / likely to get COVID-19. Claims that COVID-19 is transmittable by house flies or mosquitoes. Well, that's a new one on me. Claims that COVID-19 vaccines are the cause of or infect people with COVID-19. E.g., elderly people are immune from COVID-19. COVID-19 cannot be transmitted in tropical climates. The COVID-19 vaccines causes COVID-19. I ain't writing this shit, mate. Not my words, Facebook. Guaranteed cures or prevention methods for COVID-19. Public health authorities, like literally, God. Oh my fucking God. Right, okay, I'm not going to do this very much longer. I've been doing this 26 minutes and I'm at the top of the fucking page. Public health authorities such as the WHO say there is currently nothing that can guarantee recovery or guarantee that the average person will not get COVID-19. We have also heard from public health authorities that if people thought there was a guaranteed cure or prevention for COVID-19 which could lead them to take incorrect safety measures, ignore appropriate health guidance, or even attempt harmful self-medication, because Lemsip's gonna get you. This is why we don't allow false claims about how to cure or prevent COVID-19, even though you don't have any symptoms half the time. Right, this is not me. Like literally just reading shit that I've seen anyway. And again, public opinion on. This is why we don't allow false claims about how to cure. Right. Claims that for the average person, something can guarantee prevention from getting COVID-19, well, like a vaccine, or can guarantee recovery from COVID-19 before such a cure or prevention has been approved, including consuming or inhaling specific items. Medical or herbal remedies. Hell, don't take the fucking holistic approach, mate. You're all gonna fucking die. If it ain't made by Pfizer. External remedies for the outer body or skin. E.g., take vitamin C. It cures COVID-19. If you take this herbal remedy, you will not get COVID-19. This topical cream will prevent you from contracting coronavirus. It's like vitamin C, right? I'm going to leave it on this one for now because I've been going for half an hour and I am nowhere near halfway down. I thought I'd just read the fucking Facebook thing. It's part 1. But, literally, if you have a cold, the advice is take shitloads of vitamin C. Drink orange juice. You got a cold, mate. Drink orange juice. Now, I am not, just for the people on YouTube, I am not saying that COVID-19 is the common cold. But when you have, like respiratory problems, snot, coughing, that kind of thing, it's like get some vitamin C down. You get a fucking carton of orange juice, get some oranges, juice your oranges. Vitamin C is the way to go. And now we're being told that literally we're not allowed. They'll be like, literally, if they don't say don't eat garlic at some point in time, and like literally there are tried and tested herbal remedies handed down through generations, you know, granny tales and shit like that. Or it's like, nope, my nana swore by this and it always worked for me. That apparently isn't allowed anymore. If it's not made by somebody who's making money off it, massive amounts of money, thank you very much, then you're not allowed to even put it into the... You're not allowed to suggest that somebody takes vitamin C. It can't harm you, right? If you eat 5 oranges a day, it can harm you, but it might do some help. But that's hate speech. That's bullying. That's fucking... I'm lying. I could have my entire public persona, which I don't have one. Nobody fucking follows me anyway. But I could have my whole fucking world taken down. I could be taken away. My right to free speech could be taken away if I say vitamin C is good for you. What is the world that we're living in? And like literally, I'll come back like fuck it if I've still got an account tomorrow, because for some reason people don't like me. But all I'm doing is my personal opinion. I'm reading out what Facebook said, giving my personal opinion on it, and sharing some other bits that I've seen down the way. If that makes me a hate speecher or a bullier for telling what I've seen as the truth over my life, 50 years I've lived on this planet, everybody said, like, get some oranges down your mate, vitamin C, that's what you want. And now that's fucking hate speech and bullying. Just because it's not made by Pfizer and it don't make anybody any money. I don't get it. But like I said, it's like literally, you know, like, I get it. I get that people like me are hated. Like, people like me love. That's the thing. That's what's so sick about it. I just love. I want the best for people. And I ain't saying anything to hurt anybody. Like, and I don't want fucking Pfizer to all go to jail. Bill Gates could get on with his thing. Just free my people. Just, like, let people have their own fucking choice with both sides of the coin to make an intelligent choice. Let them know what one side's saying and the other side's saying, and let them make up their own mind and make their own choice. I ain't dissing anybody who took the vaccine. Say goodbye to one of them, Natalie. Love that man. R.I.P. Biggity Bro. But it's like, weren't my choice. I never told him don't get it. Didn't tell him. Wouldn't have done. It's his choice. Do you know what I mean? And here we are. And I ain't saying that that's what did it either. But like, there's only in the media, shit like that, like on social media, in the mainstream media, there's only one side that's allowed to have their voice. Why? If they're right, if these people that are the only ones that are allowed to have a voice are right, why can't the people with an alternative voices talk to them about it in the public forum? Why are people that oppose it, that think differently, shut the fuck up and shut the fuck down? Swept under the carpet. Why? Just ask yourself that fucking question. And this goes out to Facebook employees and YouTube employees as well. It's like, we're all being fucked, mate. Don't matter who you are, your job title, anything. We're all being fucked. Like, so I'm here if you want to chit chat at any point in time. And for now, I shall leave it at that. I won't fucking discouraging good health practice. Right, okay, I'm leaving it. I'm only a teeny bit down and I've got the rest of the fucking thing to go and I can't do it all tonight. So hopefully I'll wake up tomorrow and still have a YouTube channel and still have a Facebook account. But in this day and age, who the fuck knows what the hell is going to happen? I just know that no matter what happens, I will continue to love and I will continue to do whatever I can to protect other people's health. And if that makes me a hate-speeching bully, there's really nothing else I can say. But I still love you. And hey.